for subscribing. For the new ones, welcome. This is Janet Rangi. I hope you like this channel. Okay, you have everything to win, you have nothing to lose. That is my encouragement today. I don't expect many people to come in this video today, but you're always welcome. Okay, so as you can see the title today, the embassy. We are going to talk about the embassy, the tricks revealed. And some of you think maybe the title is just to capture capture the audience. No, it's not necessarily to capture the audience. This is very true. I've been counseling people, I've been helping people with applications, and they've been going through this stuff. Okay? I know. Embassies are packed. And this applies to Canada, this applies to America. Anyone wanting to come to America, you all know that getting an appointment in the embassy can be something else. So let me just tell you, today I'm going to review the tricks. Okay, some of you think the tricks are not real, but they are real. I do this every day. Okay, just the same way you go to teach, me I go to help people to make applications. So I'm always very informed with the current news and what's going on in the embassy, what's going on with the admissions. So mainly I do admissions, okay? Especially master students love me, okay? janetrangi.com. If you want all this information, my number is there, my emails are there. We can work out something, get your admission. Okay, what's going on with the embassy? Okay, student visa priority. Okay, green card priority. Visiting visa waiting times, you all know that. Although with Canada, all you need is to go to janetrangi.com. We can teach you some of these tricks for Canada. You don't have to be waiting all that, but let's focus on America today. Now, if you're one of those people that has gotten admission, okay, and you go to the embassy, you make an application, and voila, you have to wait days, months. So this is the common scenario. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, I don't expect many people on this video. This is the common scenario at the embassy. You get admission, okay, spring semester maybe starts in March or April, and you go to the embassy, and the only appointment available is September, October. What are you gonna do? Basically, that's what we are going to talk about today, okay? You go to the embassy and you want to expedite the process. We are going to talk about that, okay? You probably want a visiting visa. Wait in this video, okay? We are also going to talk about that, on how to survive, and what are some of the things you should not be doing, okay, to annoy the embassy, basically, okay? So anyways, having said that, green card people, don't worry. You guys already have your way of doing things. The embassy gets you. Let's talk to some of us. Mostly, my followers are going to come on student visa. Most of you are going to come on the visiting visa. B1, B2 visa, J1, J2 visa, and F1, F2 visa. Those are the most common scenarios right now. Okay, let me start with visiting visa just to put it away, because many of you have probably given up on visiting visa. I don't know why. Me, I'm not giving up. Very soon I'll be helping you with the coming through conferences and other ways of coming through visiting visa. Once these things settle down, most of you, especially who do not have enough money for colleges and universities, stay tuned. Remember to subscribe so I come with those videos for you. Let's focus on student visa. This is the biggest. And let's say even for J1, J2, okay? What are you going to do? What are you going to do, okay? This is the first thing you do, okay? Once you get admission in a university or college, my friends, take the first chance you get. You go, you make an application, take the first chance you get. If they give you September, October, don't come, Janet, what can I do? No, go ahead and take it. That is take it, okay? Just book it. Even if you're supposed to be in the United States in April, and the next appointment in September, take it, okay? That is what is happening. And you say, Janet, how am I gonna do that? So the first thing you're going to do, the embassy will give you 5 chances. Did you know that? The embassy is going to give you 5 chances to change that visa. And this is from experience. Okay, this is from experience. I have many people that were applying in September and they were crying last year, and now they have appointments in February. They have appointments in March. They have appointments in April. Okay, so these are not, so Janet is here for tricks. And me, my titles are real. You just need to wait until the end of the video and everything she tells you is going to come true. Okay, I don't put topics that I will not deliver. I deliver to my people. And thank you so much for always following. I love you. Sometimes I'm not good to you. I get mad. And you know the good news, you always have to travel with Janet on this journey. Okay? I'm also human. There are good days and there are bad days. Okay? So you take that first chance, but you have to keep on coming. So here's the trick. Now I use the word trick and you thought I was joking. Okay? you have to wake up at 3 in the morning when everyone else is sleeping, okay? Don't wake up 3 o'clock American time, your local time, okay? So let's say you're in Kampala. At 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning, people in Kampala, when they are sleeping, you crawl out of your bed, set an alarm, go to the computer, okay? Punch in, change the appointment. Go and look for openings, okay? If you find, let's say you got in September, you see an opening in July, take it. At least you've moved a month, okay? Again, the next day or 2 days or a week later, again, you keep on checking. Anytime you wake up, you go on the computer with people in the wee hours. In America, we say wee hours, meaning the late hours, okay? When everyone is quiet, they're sleeping, you wake up like a night runner. You run to the computer, you change, okay? You'll find something. Remember, they are constantly employing people. Many people, some people are coming from the United States getting employment and they're flying there. Voila, openings come up. Some people are canceling appointments. Voila, openings come up. Okay? Maybe some people were off because of COVID. Voila, openings come up. So you just have to keep on checking. You have 5 chances, my friends. Okay? You have 5 chances. So I'm going to use this scenario. School is in, let's say, September. Okay? You get October. Okay? Keep on checking, keep on checking, keep on checking. The 5th time, they will tell you, you have no more chances. That is the time you give up. If they tell you now you have no more chances, that's the time you give up, okay? Now, you say, Janet, but what? And this will happen, okay? This will happen. So keep on checking. So what am I saying? Anyone listening to me now? When you go to book the embassy appointment, don't waste time. Book the time you get. Don't argue. Don't say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Maybe things will change. No, take it fast. And then keep on waking up early in the morning when everyone else is your local time. 2, 3 in the morning, check. If there's anything closer, change that appointment, okay? You have up to 5 chances. Let's say you run out of the chances, okay? Some of you say, okay, now, this is what will happen for student visa. Let's say you are supposed to come to school in May. You've tried to change 5 times and you can't get anything in May. You keep on getting things in July. That is the time, okay? Don't wait until May. So around March, you should be able to know that you are not getting any chances. This is the time you call the school, you email the school to write you a new I-20. Basically, I-20s can be deferred. Did you know that? Did you know that? Anytime Janet says, did you know that? Meaning I'm stressing. Meaning pay attention to that sentence. When I say, did you know that? Did you know that? It means I want you now to pay attention. Some of you think schools can never change admission. My friends, if you get the April semester, and you can't get embassy appointments, relax. You don't have to apply again. Most schools will give you 1 or 2 more chances. You just tell them, unfortunately, I've tried to book the embassy, but the embassy is full. Okay? So what do? They will write you a new I-20. Instead of coming in spring, you will now come in fall. Okay? So they will move, and the embassy knows this. When Janet tells you these things, she's American, she's lived here, I know how these things work. Okay? So that is what's going to happen. Okay, are you learning tricks? So far, so good. Okay, so now we've found an appointment, or we have not found, but we have to keep in mind that the school can always move. If it's a conference, call the conference, look for the next conference. If they can't give you another one, start searching for the next conference. Okay, now these are the things you should not do. Again, pay attention, pay attention. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Janet, trying to follow us. These are the things you don't do. You go and you force things. Expedited process. Yes, there's a place for emergencies. Yes, it's true. There's a place you can go and apply for emergencies. When you are booking the appointment, it's true. But it's very clear. Let me tell you this, Americans, when they tell you something, please listen. Okay? It's very clear that these are the people that can apply for emergencies. But some of us, we think we can still squeeze and get through. You can. Don't get me wrong. But for student visa, the conditions that they have for you to ask for expedited, like emergency, is if you are going to lose a scholarship. Okay, they know that that is going to affect the student. Okay, so you cannot say, the school, okay, I want to move this to the next semester. The embassy understands, the Americans, they know, if you move another semester, it means you're going to miss your chance. So now they understand. If you have a scholarship, yes, go ahead and apply for emergency. That is a trick. It's not for anyone. Just because you're late, now that's an emergency. This is what the embassy is thinking. Where were you? Okay, it's not an emergency. Okay, you can always go next semester, you can always go next year. I'm just telling you, that's what they are thinking. So don't think just because you're late in school that is an emergency. There is no emergency. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, I watch African Joker. I love him. He's from Zambia. He keeps on saying, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, so getting late for school is not an emergency. Just take it from me. I'm just telling you the truth. It's not an emergency. Okay, just know that, because the embassy, in their mind, they are thinking, if it's an emergency, you should have started the application 2 years ago. That is how they are thinking. The only time it's an emergency if you are going to lose a scholarship. Okay, or maybe you are going to participate in sports, something that can prove to the embassy that you have no choice but to go this semester. Visiting visa. Now, don't do these things, because sometimes they will be tired and they will approve you for expedited, and then you go smiling. They approved me. The moment you reach at the window, they start looking. Okay, so where was the emergency here? You just annoy them. Honestly, they will probably deny you a visa, because they are waiting. Also, you have a scholarship? No. Okay, so are you going to participate in sports? There's something special here that we need to know? No. They're like, okay, so what's happening with this person? They can even deny you a visa for nothing. Okay, so just pay attention to that. Visiting visa, this is the trick. Visiting visa, understand. Again, there is no emergency on visiting visa. The only time there's emergencies, and these things are on the websites. Okay, you can go to the State Department or different countries, different embassies, but most of them will lead you to the State Department in the United States. Okay, visiting visa, number one, medical emergency. Someone is sick, they have to travel. The doctor has approved that they cannot be treated back home, and you have a letter in the United States saying they are willing to receive the patient. And of course, you have to show insurance and money and how you are going to pay. Health, death in a family, funerals, okay? Maybe athletes or musicians. It has to be something that is imminent. But for our case, honestly, for our case, most of the time it has to be health related or death or something for you to qualify for emergency. Okay, so keep in mind, don't force issues. I know sometimes we think, oh, I'm gonna go through. Well, you can go through and you'll be lucky to find them in a good mood. But if you're lucky and you get through and they wonder why you showed up, they're like, no, why did you show up, surely? Okay, so you want to know some of those conditions. When they write them on the website, please review them. Don't try to play tricks. Be patient. Those days will come. Okay, now remember again, the schools can change. If it's a conference, they can change to the next date. If not, just look for the next conference. And I'll continue doing videos on conferences. I'll continue doing videos on visiting visa, and I'll continue doing videos on student visas and J1 and J2 visa. Okay, so the first thing is to make sure, okay, you don't trick them. Basically, don't trick them. Now, coming to this, before, I want to be finishing every video with this information, because there's one video that went viral in me. I don't know why, but it had to do with English courses. And I know many people rushed into the website and said, Janet has given us these tricks, Janet has given us these tricks. From, some of these things happened to me many years ago. Things have changed. Many universities now are giving admissions to many African students or Sunshine Continent. If you come from Sunshine Continent and you went to school in English, you are more likely to be deferred, to be excused from doing English. And so if you go for English as a second language, these are the people that will more likely qualify. Senegal. Cameroon, because they speak French and English. Mozambique, because maybe they speak Portuguese. You understand? Okay, Liberia probably, I don't know. Just be careful. Don't be rushing for shortcuts. Okay? Janet will steal tricks for you. The people that are getting the most visas are master students. I don't know why, but mostly students coming for masters are more likely to get visas. Okay, all of us can get visas. Don't get me wrong. Okay, don't get me wrong. But those were the embassy tricks I wanted you to know, that actually you have 5 chances to change your embassy appointment, and you can wake up early in the morning and keep checking. Okay, you can always apply for emergencies, but emergencies are not for everyone. So please, and by the way, every embassy is different, every country is different, but for the most part, we are all the same in terms of it's the State Department, The law comes directly from America and then it's distributed all over the world. Okay, so I've had my friends from Nigeria say, oh, but Janet, here it's different, but Janet, here is different. And some will tell you, oh, but Nairobi is different. Yeah, true. Every local embassy can have some differences, but there are those that are universal. Okay, and some of you here in the comments, you ask me, Janet, how much is it? Okay, 160. I'm telling you all the tricks. Okay, it's $160 to apply to get into the embassy appointment. Now, there's this thing called service. S-E-V-I-S. Some of you will call it service or service. Me, I call it service. S-E-V-I-S. Service fees is run by the State Department. These are the people that will monitor your I-20. Do you understand? It's $350. Okay? You have to pay before the embassy. Now, some of you rush, I don't have money. Don't panic. Book the appointment, which is only $160. Okay? Book the appointment. Service fee, make sure you have it before you go to the embassy. Okay? Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. All right? For us, it's good evening, good night. Basically, it's good night. You can always pay service. Let's say your appointment in September. If you don't have money, just book the appointment. Start looking for the money and pay in August. There's no hurry in paying service. Okay? Service will go. And so, let me explain to you sometimes in simple terms and then I'll let you go. This is YouTube. We don't like long videos. I'll try to make them short. Okay? This is how I want you to think when it comes to the embassy, and this will just help you understand how things work. And thank you so much for subscribing. My numbers are going up on YouTube. I told you. I used to be dormant, but now it's going up. Thank you so much for subscribing and for liking and for following. Okay? I-20. There are two things. I want us to understand three things real quick. When you apply for a student visa, okay? Number one is the admission letter. Okay, when they give you admission, they will write to you, admission, congratulations, you've been recommended for admission in school ABCD. You'll have to carry that letter to the embassy. Now, this is not visiting visa, okay, but still, you have to carry that letter. Number two, you will carry something called an I-20 document. And I know some of you are like, okay, we've been following Janet for so long, we know what I-20 is. Some people are following me for the first time, so I have to explain these things, okay? I-20, look at it as an immigration document. It has a special number called a service number. And that's why I tell you when you pay service fees, that is how they will follow you. That is a special number that will follow you from the embassy all the way to the United States. Remember, I told you anytime you step in the embassy, you've stepped in the United States, okay? The I-20 document, the reason why you have to carry that, it identifies you as a student. Once they give you the visa, look at the embassy as immigration officials. They are punching in numbers. They are putting in information and they are saying, Rachel, service number so and so, I-20, this one is hooked to Oklahoma State College. Okay? Now, if you come to America and you don't show up at Oklahoma State College will just say, Rachel did not attend service number, blah, blah. Immediately, the immigration, that is why you pay service fees. Since 9/11, they monitor students. They know service number so-and-so arrived at this port of entry. They were punched in, but they went to New York instead of Oklahoma. Are you understanding? So the I-20 is an immigration document. Once you present it and they gave you a visa, that is how they enter your information in the immigration system. And then once they approve you, now that is when they stamp a visa called F1 student visa. F1 is the name given to the visa for international students. Why is it F1 student visas? Because when you come to America now, you have to follow the laws and regulations for the F1 visa. Okay? If you follow Janet, some of you can even spit. Some of the advantages of F1 visa, right? You can. Okay, number one, let's go. Okay, you can work on campus 20 hours per week, right? Some of you did. You can do OPT, you can do CPT, you can drive, you can get a social security number, you can bring your families on on F2 student visa. Okay, so that every visa has its own laws and regulations. So those are the three documents you are looking at as a student. My followers are very smart. They are coming to America very informed. Okay? So we have admission letter. Okay? These are some of the embassy tricks. I want you to go there confident. I want you to go to the embassy well informed. Okay? Do you have your I-20? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. here's my I-20. You have the admission letter? Yes. Okay. Once you reach the immigration documents, F1 student visa. If you have your spouse and children, F2. Okay. When you reach the port of entry, once they stamp, they'll give you a record called I-94. Okay. Oh my goodness. When you come to watch Janet, come with a pen and paper. Come with a pen and paper. Janet Rank is full of knowledge. And these things, if you didn't know, they look simple. But when you reach here and these simple things, they confuse you. You're like, now what is an I-94 record? I-94 record is what tells the American system when you arrived and how long you are supposed to be staying. They will stamp at the port of entry. Okay? So you never want to let loose. These days you're lucky, these things are electronics. Our days they used to stamp a little paper and they staple it. So if you lose that paper, you've lost your I-94 document. Okay? So I love you because now you've become very sharp. You're just using terminologies because now you're Janet Rangi followers, right? F1, F2, J1, J2, okay? You know, I-94, I-20, oh my goodness. Very soon you are going to be immigration officers yourselves. Okay, I'm joking. Surprise, if you've been following me on Facebook and you haven't seen me for a long time, I'm about to go and take my ring. Something tells me I have answered most of you. So if you haven't answered you, it means you don't need help. Probably you are just calling Janet for no reason, okay? Because now Janet has become smart, okay? She has decided to have bookings. People that want to talk to this one because she's on demand. They go on janetrangi.com. Some of them, oh, I will be receiving all these emails. Maybe scamming. No, just because Janet warns you about scamming, it doesn't mean now the whole world has become scammers. Some of you even see the email with my number. With my face, you can even call that number and you're still scared. Oh, is this the right website? Is this? Don't be too scared. Again, I like people to be cautious, but you cannot be overcautious. You cannot fear. You cannot be living without risk in life. Okay? So if you want to talk to Janet, these days she will not pick any phones unless it's a booking. Okay? It has come down to that and I love it because first thing, I give you free information here, which you can use. Okay? But if you think you need that personalized information where you want Janet to evaluate you, you know the reason why I have bookings. Okay? This video, some of you will benefit and I'm happy about that. Okay? But some of you will now come with specific cases. Those I call assessments. If you go to my website to find, this is an assessment of you. Assess what do you have, how many children, are you married or not, what is the education here, what is your job here, what is your experience here, how old are you, and then we come up with a plan. Do you understand? Very, very nice. Me, I love how it's working. People are coming, we discuss, and when I book appointments, I give them links, and they're able to see me face to face. So there is not going to be any scamming. Okay, everything will be straightforward. Okay, you stay there, I stay here. You just feel like nice, like here, like in my office. I'm talking to you. We are designing a plan, and then we decide on the next steps together. The right thing. Some of you think you're good for J1. I'm like, no, because you didn't watch the other video, you don't know. Me, I know this video. I'm the creator. Okay, I'm the author of all these things. So when you talk to me, things are just flowing in my head. Already I make up my mind. This one falls here, Canada here, US here, all those. That is called an evaluation. So you go on my website, janetrangi.com. Okay, the emails are there. Okay, janetrangi67@gmail.com. But that will convert into the my website. Okay, websites are info@janetrangi.com. You know, serious people, you can't use Gmail. But you know, many of you, you know my Gmail, so I've merged the two. So don't say Janet has too many emails. No, it's because the other one was informal and the other one is serious. Do you understand? Even this phone number is going to be business. I'm gonna have my own personal numbers, okay? I'm not gonna, but many people now can go on Facebook finally, because before I would go there, you did not reply to me. You did not call me. No. Janet has taken 2 months off and she has done her job. I'm still cleaning up, but I've done my job. I can finally go and take my crown again on Facebook. Okay? If you are following Janet, say Janet Rangi, she's coming back. Go tell them, Janet, I have not told them. But I think I'm planning on going back because I feel now that I'm ready. Okay? And thank you so much for following me on YouTube. For many years, I've neglected YouTube, but you can see, I try to keep my word. This year, I've decided to start growing my YouTube channel. Okay? One day at a time. Remember to subscribe. My goal is to leave you better than you found me. Always, always. I love you so much for always following Janet Rangi. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Kwaherini. Zikomo. Until the next video, checking out. Peace. I love you so much. Keep sharing in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Bye bye. See ya.